I've been hearing about this for quite some time now, and I was wondering if it's still worth it to have one of these at the time of this year. We're going to check out its physical overview, features, and more. Everything you need to know coming up. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mac here and we do a lot of tech review videos in this channel, so if this is your first time, consider subscribing. With that said, let's take a look at the item that we have for today. So this is called the Xiaomi Xiaofeng and the price is too tempting for its features, so I bought it and got two of these because I've heard that you can put this together and get a full 180-degree field of view, and of course we're going to check that out in a bit. But first, we're going to check out what's in the box. So obviously, we got the camera itself, the power adapter, the USB to micro USB flat cable, and the manual. Now let's check out some physical overview. So this one has a sleek design and I really love the small boxy appearance of this camera. The base is magnetic and can be lifted in this way or rotated accordingly, facing whichever location you want your camera to look at. Obviously, the lens is here, and around it are the infrared for night vision and the mic to capture the audio around it. Behind it is a speaker, a USB input for a storage option, and a micro USB for powering the unit itself. Underneath is the SD card slot and the setup button. This camera needs 5 volts power coming from this plug, with a USB to micro USB cable around 6 feet. Enough with the physical overview, now let's check out some features. So this one has a 1080p resolution with 110-degree lens angle with 10 FPS only. I know the 10 FPS is terrible, but for a CCTV camera, I guess that will do. I don't know, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. This one also works in 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, like all other smart devices. It doesn't support the 5 GHz Wi-Fi, just keep that in mind before buying this one. Included in the feature, it has a 14-day free cloud storage for iOS and Android devices. The storage capacity supports up to 64GB of storage, whether be in USB or the SD card slot. It also has a motion detector and a smoke detector as well. For your information, the smoke detector means that you have to have the smoke detector unit for this feature to function. Basically, it will trigger the camera to record and save the smoking or fire event in a separate folder in your storage. So before we check out some sample footage, let's just try to set this up first. Okay, first download the Mi app, register an account, change your region to Chinese mainland because this doesn't work on other regions. That's unfortunate. Now let's press the plus sign and look for the Xiaofeng. Grab the camera, plug it in, and press the button below. When you hear this voice, go back to the Mi app and press next. This will give you a QR code and just face your smartphone to the camera lens and let it read it. After that prompt, you'll be able to connect the camera in your Wi-Fi at home. Wait for it to calibrate and you are good to go. Now let's check out some sample footage. It seems like the 1080p is true as well as the 10 FPS. The camera capture is bright and even during the night. It seems like all you need to have is a little light and it will make things brighter for the camera to capture. The night vision on the other hand works well, but it's a bit muddy. So unless you'll be in a total darkness, I don't really recommend turning the night vision on. Apparently, Xiaomi claims that you could put these two together and have a complete 180-degree field of view. But in my experience, it seems like it's really hard to make it happen. So they said that you should install both cameras first on the device and you'll be able to see the two camera icon and click that to make them function as one. But I've tried everything and it seems like I don't see this 2-camera icon anywhere. If you got any idea how to make this work, please let me know in the comment section below. Now let's check out the motion detection if it really works. So basically it sends you a message in the Mi app that someone is in the location where you placed the camera. This will also trigger to save that specific moment of detection into a separate folder in your storage. And if you have one of this Xiaomi gateway, you can set an automation that when the camera detects a motion, it will trigger an alarm, which is cool. All I can say that it is accurate, but it may also cause some delay depending on your Wi-Fi connection. So if you have a good connection, this will be a great item for you. Now let's talk about the good qualities of this camera. It has a good 1080p video quality, it has a good night vision, so to speak. It has a motion detector, it also has an audio recording, and you can also speak through the camera using the Mi app. The unit looks sturdy even though it's made out of plastic. It records continuously using your SD card or USB even without internet. Can be viewed in different Wi-Fi network even though you're using a different network or you are outside the country. It also has an alarm and detection that sends you notification in your smartphone, whether it be in iOS or Android. And most of all, the price. It is very cheap for its features. There are only few things that I don't really like about this camera. Number one is the 10 FPS only. It really looks terrible in my opinion. Another thing is the server. It only works in Chinese mainland. I just hope there will be a global version in the future as well. Another thing that worth mentioning that it has sometimes 2 to 3 seconds delay on the live view. But I guess that will depend on how fast your connection is. I'm talking about your Wi-Fi network. In conclusion, overall it's a good camera. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 grade because most of the features are good. If it wasn't for the delay, the Chinese region, and the 10 FPS, I guess I'll give it a 10 out of 10. But still, I'll recommend this to anyone who is in a budget and needed a wireless CCTV camera. If you want to get one for yourself, make sure you check out the link in the description below. So that's it guys, if you found this video interesting and helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up and share it. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.